The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the show again. We have Erica for the second time this season.
Isn't it the third?
No, because the other one didn't come out. Remember, I deleted that one.
Damn it.
The second one that we filmed, that recorded, I deleted it because I didn't like it. Remember? So we
ad-libbed and then we didn't like it.
Yeah. So now we're back with you again.
Officially
back.
Instead of just
In and out.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Erica, how you been? I haven't seen you too much this semester.
Nah. I mean, it's between getting sicky and then not sicky and then taking care of people who are sicky and then getting sicky again, and now I have allergies.
You have been sick a lot.
No, allergies is not sick. And not only that, but I was only sick once, and that's when I had COVID. Okay?
Yeah, you got it really bad.
Yeah, because that was my first time having it.
Yeah, I think when you had it, it kind of reminded me when I had it. Because I got it back in 2021, and I was hospitalized because of it.
No, yeah.
And my lungs were shot. Like,
They done deflated.
No, they were too inflated. My lungs swelled up.
Oh,
that's
the
what
opposite.
happened. Yeah, so.
Yeah, for me, it's the same effect, isn't it? Where, like, you lose your breath.
Yeah, you lose your breath.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Any heavy lifting, if I had to move faster than normal, then I would be out of breath.
You became physically weak.
Exhausted. Not physically weak, but like anything you would do would just get you extremely exhausted because you can't breathe.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, for me, I did get weak, though.
Really?
But that's because, like...
Because your body was already shutting down. You were about to die.
But,
no, literally, I was close to that, too. Like, if I wouldn't have gotten help, I would have been out. But I went to the hospital, and they pumped me with antibiotics. And when I say pumped, I'm literally talking about IVs in every arm. And they on top of that, they couldn't keep putting it in the same spot, so they kept looking for different spots to put the
God, they did the thing where they just like poked you.
Gruesome. And let me tell you something. I hope I never get that level of sick again. Because it was 2 weeks in the hospital.
But how long has it been?
That's 2021. The end.
Like that was when like it freshly started, right?
Well, I guess COVID happened 2020.
Yeah, but that's still
then the following year I got it.
Yeah, because I got mine this year, literally at the beginning of the year. What a lovely 2025 for me, right?
Beautiful.
But it was the first time I got it, so like even now I'm still not okay.
No, I'm still not okay either, even after all these years.
But the thing is, it's even worse, too, because I thought, okay, now I might be fine by the time I get allergies, right? No, it's been amplified. Okay, so like when...
No, because once your lungs are shot, they can recover, but they're not recovering at 100% because they're already like...
Yeah, it's not just that, but
they're
like...
already damaged, so on top of...
It's not just that either, but it also takes like a long time to get back to whatever percent it's now, like, is the maximum capacity, you know? Like,
but you think they're not going to get back to full capacity? Because if...
No, that's what I'm saying, like the new limit, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be at 100%, but it's also not going to be at 90 for like the next like 2 years.
Right, yeah. So that's basically where I'm at right now, too. So even now, like... If I breathe funny, I'll get a lung cramp, believe it or not. And that will hurt.
Now for me, I notice you mainly notice it in my laugh, right? Because me and Davi, we make each other laugh a lot, okay? Especially when we're in the car.
Yeah, but you smell. You laugh normal.
No, but that's the thing.
Well, that's not normal, but you usually laugh normal.
The thing is, you know, we've made each other wheeze and almost start crying before in terms of laughter, right? Okay. Now I start wheezing, and it's not because it's that funny. It's because I genuinely can't laugh.
You know who I'm concerned for?
Who?
I don't know. You know who Florence Pugh is? The actress? That's a no.
No.
Erica knows nothing. Anyway.
I'm a hermit. I'm a hermit. The crab is me.
You're a caveman. Anyway.
Unga bunga.
But yeah, so there's an actress named Florence Pugh. And if you search her up, like when she does interviews and stuff, she laughs, but it sounds like you said like wheezing, like, but straight up wheezing.
like that kind of thing.
Like if I find the clip later on, I'll show you. But basically, she's just wheezing the whole time, and I'm like, how does she laugh like that and she's okay? Like she obviously has some condition, but that's what you reminded me of right now. I don't know why I thought about that, but
because it's wheezing.
It's wheezing, yeah.
Specifically when you laugh.
But it's not like a ha audible laugh. It's a like
no, yeah. Like I found myself doing that, and that's when I was like, okay, I am right.
Yeah.
And it's even worse because like my allergies. There are some years I skip it, some years I don't.
Yeah.
Right? Unfortunately, this year I don't. As we can see, I have bad luck, heavily. Right? And so this year, I mean, already when I have allergies, I look like I have the black plague if I don't take the pill, right?
Yeah.
But this year, coughing has come up. And so with my lungs still like that, when I tell you it sounds like I should be hospitalized, it's insane.
Like that's how I imagine you're coughing.
That sounds like a gorilla. That's caveman. That's caveman energy. That's the
My sisters, because for some reason there's a weird like thing in my family where only the women have allergies. So So every woman in my family tends to get allergies a lot. So my mom, my sisters, when they all get it, especially my mother, since she's older. She looks like she's decrepit, like like she's in the bed, she's like, and then like she'll take her allergy medication. It'll work for like a little bit, but when it gets bad again, then she's back like to being in the bed.
No, yeah, because that's the part that I struggle with the most, though, right? Because like you got medications like I don't actually know, but
Claritin.
Yes. Oh, Zyrtec. Yeah,
those allergies. Yeah.
I mean, I heard it's more for allergic reactions, but I guess people use it also. I've heard people use it for allergies.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a lot of them are like advertised for like 24-hour relief, right?
Yeah.
I took a Zyrtec this morning. It's already wearing off. I'm in a right. I'm not good. What's even worse too is that the one symptom that always stays constant with my allergies, right?
Yeah.
Is the itchy eyes.
The itchy eyes.
Yes, like. They turn red, swollen. There are even some years where I have to wear an eye patch because of how swollen my eye becomes.
That's crazy.
And this year has been skipped. It's been replaced with coughing.
That's hilarious. My sister, she'll look like a faucet when she gets her allergies. Like it looks like somebody turned the faucet.
She'll be like crying.
She looks like she's crying. I'm like, "Are you good?" She's like, "My allergies, man."
No,
like,
me too. Cause like the thing is, I still tear up.
Yeah.
Right. But it's when I'm laying down. I don't even know. I don't.
I mean, it's allergies. It's gonna happen.
Right. Like, I could be laying on my side, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm feeling, like, like, when you're on your side, and then you feel, like, the teardrop, like, going down, like, the bridge of your nose. And I'm like, am I depressed, or is this the pollen?
You should take advantage and just, like, film yourself and make it seem like you're going through, like, a thing.
I am the last.
Like,
I am the last person who will ever pull a TikTok thing.
If that was me, I would, like, pretend I'm in a music video crying about something. And I'll probably put on like
what song would you do it to?
Stan by Eminem. Teeth gone cold, I'm wondering why. And that would be me the entire time. And just like make a lot of money off of that.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, right, when you were a kid and you were in the backseat of the car, radio playing, right, that kind of stuff. Those songs would come on, and especially if it were raining, you'd be looking out that window.
Yo, tell me how I have vivid memories, right?
Oh, boy.
Of when my dad used to take me to school when I was younger. Tell me how he'd be talking for hours, right? He's just talking and talking until you finally get to my school. Because we'd have a whole routine. We'd buy breakfast before we go. So he'd wake me up extra early.
Lucky.
We'd buy breakfast, we'd eat, and then we'd go to whatever. So then in the car ride to all these places, he would be talking, just yapping, but the radio would be on. Mm-hmm. So at one point, I'm just looking out the window, and I'm like, I'm slowly like not paying attention anymore.
Uh-huh.
So at one point, I just started drifting off, and I hear what song's playing. I just imagine like a music video going on in my head. Mm-hmm. And then at one point, my dad would be like, "You get what I'm saying, son?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, yeah, you got it, yeah, that."
I'm sorry, Nicki Minaj. Yes.
Beyonce, what?
Huh?
Sure. Well, whoever's playing at the time. Nicki Minaj wasn't playing at that time. She didn't come until like I was like, I'm dating myself, but it was mostly like throwbacks. Though.
No, yeah, I know.
It would be like, KTU. Erica. Anyways, there's a radio station called KTU.
Oh, I thought you meant like an artist. And
no.
That's why I was like, oh, wait, what? There's an artist called KTU. I know the radio.
Yes, there's a radio station called KTU. Erica.
Because we're talking about artists, and then you're like, you know, KTU, and I'm like, that's an artist.
But yeah, no, the videos they always have a habit of playing throwbacks.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like recent stuff. It was always mostly like 80s, 90s hits. Mm-hmm. So those are the songs that I'd be listening to. So I'd listen to like Waiting for Tonight. And then like that music video like that I invented would come up in my head, and when my dad's talking, I'm just like drifting off into that mindset. Mm-hmm. And then he'll come out of nowhere like, you get what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah, you got it.
No, my dad was similar, except this guy, his ears don't work, okay? It's not that they're blocked. He cleans his ears. No, it's like a magical phenomenon where he still can't listen to anything. And so in the car, when he's listening to music, blasting. That's
funny.
Right? And then he'll try to talk to me through that, right? Yeah. While there's aggressive salsa and merengue playing over here, right between us, he's like trying to talk to me, and obviously I can't hear anything. I suffer even worse from can't hear syndrome, right? And so at one point he would just be like nudging me, and he's like, "Are you even listening?" And I'm like, "How do you expect me to listen? Like, how do you expect me to listen?"
I'd just be like, "Yeah, sir."
You're literally blasting Jose. I can't.
They'd be like, "Yeah, definitely, yeah. Whatever you said is right. Whatever you said, that's true."
Yeah, so sometimes the thing is, my parents also have a habit of like, they love each other, right? Married for 40 years, right? Yes. But whenever I'm in the car alone with them, they just complain about each other. So at one point, he'd be, specifically my dad, he'd be like, "Are you even listening?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, yeah, my mom's a donkey, I guess. Yeah. And he would believe that I heard him.
That's crazy.
And then I would tell my mom, and then that would happen.
See, I have the same situation, but my parents actually hate each other. So sometimes they force me to pick sides, and that's very uncomfortable for me because I can't pick sides between my parents, but they generally
natural phenomenon.
They genuinely dislike each other. Like, at least your parents don't care about each other. My parents
they complain about.
My parents don't care about each other
stuff
at all. Like,
they're done. They're at the phase where they're like, that's a human.
No, they don't acknowledge each other as existing in each other's lives whatsoever. So that's the thing. So when I was young, because this happened very early on, like them hitting each other happened very early on. They tend to tolerate each other sometimes.
Yeah.
But barely trying to tolerate each other.
Like, do the bare minimum.
Yeah, and then it just turned into a whole mess. And then they fought once. And yeah, I'm not gonna trauma them now, but it was bad.
The point being, it's very similar in that, like, they're just complaining about one another, and you're just there, like,
They fought once physically. It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm healing. My dad's knee is not.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
you like rainy car rides?
We like crazy car rides.
No, not the crazy car rides. No.
Oh, what?
Rainy.
Oh, I don't do rainy car rides. I don't like those.
We've done them before.
I hate them.
He hates them. It's because the traffic gets worse because everybody has to go slower because of the streets.
Oh yeah, me driving. Yes, that's.
Oh, you also don't like being the passenger.
I don't like being outside at all when it's raining. I don't like being in public, walking, none of that in the rain.
I don't either. I don't know. It's because like right now, right, especially we're like you and me, we're not bundled up, but we have thick clothes on. Like he has a hoodie, I have a sweater on, right? If this gets wet, it becomes 10 times as heavy. And then I just hate how it sticks to me.
That's funny as hell.
It's disgusting. I hate it.
It just drags you down. That's what it is.
Yeah, you ever heard that that one video that was like, oh, who could ever hate the rain?
Me.
Right?
Why'd you get quiet all of a sudden?
Because like, in case you guys heard that was random noise, I literally thought I was hearing voices.
Well, you are schizophrenic.
Huh? Why do you get to make that diagnosis?
Because I can, and you are.
Nuh-uh.
It's been confirmed in the stars,
Oh my God, not this again.
The stars, above aligned and told me that you're schizophrenic.
No.
Actually, God himself came down.
You cannot speak with the planet Saturn, okay? I don't want to hear it.
God actually came down himself and told me you're schizophrenic.
He came down?
Yeah, he came down. He was like, she's schizophrenic.
He said it like that.
Yeah.
He said it like that.
Yeah, he said she's schizophrenic. And I was like, oh, shit, that's good to know. Thank you, sir.
You call God, sir.
And then I shook his hand, and yeah. Because I have that relationship with him. Do you have a relationship with the Lord?
Absolutely not. Anyway.
Oh, okay. You're going to hell. No, I'm kidding. Anyways. That's funny.
To the point, right, of rain. Have you ever seen or heard that one audio that was like, oh, but who could hate the rain? Something like that?
Oh, we went back on there? Okay.
Yes.
I'm confused. I didn't know where you were going with that.
No, but have you heard that?
No,
that audio?
I don't think so.
No, where it's like this girl that's like, oh no, but how could you hate the rain? Something like that?
No.
Oh my God. But I bet a lot of you hearing this know what I'm talking about. But I hate people who are like that, right? Where they're like, oh no, but how could you hate the rain? And then it cut to this other guy that's like, oh no, they're trying to drown me. And he's on a bike in the thunderstorm or something, getting drenched, bro.
You ever heard this one TikTok audio, and it's in Spanish, but very poor Spanish. But it's some dude, and he's in Spain. I guess he doesn't speak Spanish because his accent was horrible. But he was in Spain, and it started raining. I guess it was a hurricane or something, but it was raining.
Oh.
And then he was like, oh my God, estamos en Madrigal y está haciendo mucha lluvia. You have to find it, but it's so funny. And every time I think about, when I see it's heavy rain, when it's raining that bad, that's the first thing that pops to my mind. I'm like, oh no, I said mucha lluvia. Yeah,
I feel like Spanish memes are kind of underrated.
Well, yeah, because nobody's really listening to them besides Spanish people. So when you go to America, then American talk does not have that.
Nah, because the thing is, the kind of memes, right, that I know, right, are the ones that my mom and dad find on Facebook.
Those are always the corniest ones, yo. My dad always shows me.
Does he ever show you those mental puzzles of it gives you, I don't know, yep. It's like, oh no, there's this girl, she went this way, where did her brother go? Something like that. Just mental puzzles.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I'm the only one that suffers with that.
My dad shows me random memes, that he finds. That's because my dad doesn't have an algorithm. He just watches whatever is on it at that moment.
Yeah, my dad, he'll watch funny videos, air quotes, funny videos, right?
Yeah.
But then he also gets mental puzzles. Riddles, right? And then he'll come into my room and he's like, mira, para ver si eres una idiota. And then he'll hold it to me. And he's like, read it. How do you solve this? And when I tell him I don't know, he laughs in my face. And I'm just like...
I would have stopped for a second and be like, tell me the answer. Tell me the answer to the riddle. And then come back to me.
No, because that's the thing. He does that to me, right? And then I'm like, oh, really? How long did it take you to figure that out?
Right. And I would be
How long did it take? And then he's like, oh, no, but it's not about me. It's not about you.
And now it's not about you. Okay, go back and you figure it out, and then you come back to me and tell me.
The thing is, I used to think that all Spanish memes were like that, though, corny,
mostly,
riddle type stuff.
Yeah.
But then I found the Holy Grail on Instagram.
The Holy Grail?
Yes. My type of memes, but in Spanish.
God. It's like Gojo, but Spanish probably.
No, it is not. It's Hatsune Miku in Spanish.
Of course it is.
No, but there's also some that... Okay, so first off, to sum this up, I send him 10,000 reels, and I don't even blame him for not watching it because I send him 10,000 reels.
They're 10,000, they're all corny and cringe, and they all suck.
No, they're not all cringe.
They are all cringe.
They are not.
Yes, they are.
He would not know because he doesn't watch them.
Because her sense of humor is Gojo.
No.
And that's it. It'll be Gojo, or it'll be something anime related.
Also, no.
Bro, I can go through 10 of them right now. Or it's just somebody...
No, because I'm also one of those types of girls that sends a lot of, oh, this is us memes. That's why he keeps seeing all that.
Oh yeah, and there's also This Is Us, and it's always like Gojo and Geto from Jujutsu Kaisen.
No, it's also other ones, but that's always like the main thing. Because I send you slideshows, but you don't.
I don't know.
Swipe because he doesn't look it up.
Why would I? They're all the same.
You see how you see this? You see this is the grand act of friendship.
The grand act of friendship.
Where's the thing? Oh my god! I'm looking for this one video. Like it's like this low quality like WhatsApp audio. Oh my god, where'd it go? I also like watching doodles dance.
What?
I like watching doodles dance.
I guess. There was one post I saw, and it was basically this guy, and he was like, "Oh, this is how boring AI makes my drawing dance, versus to how much I can actually animate my."
I saw that.
And I thought that was pretty cool because I'm like, that shows how much AI is not gonna really take over anything, because you can't give it that much emotion.
They've been having the longest fight with AI too.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. In some cases, it can make things easier, but you're not.
No, but I'm talking about like specifically artists versus AI art.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like in some cases, it makes it easier, but like, it's because you're not gonna get that type of emotion from an AI. You know what I mean?
Emotion. I mean, it's motion.
Emotion.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like, what do you mean emotion?
When I mean emotion, I mean like the heart you put into an actual drawing rather than.
Oh, okay. What? What do you mean emotion?
What else would I mean?
The thing is, if it's animation, you're like, oh no, you can't get that emotion. I mean, don't you mean it's motion? Like,
like this is why she gets you. That's why she wasn't on for like 2 months.
Nuh-uh.
That right there.
Nuh-uh.
Motion.
I just ask a question. You see what I mean? I ask a question and he gets frustrated.
What do you mean? Of course I'm talking about...
Because we were talking about animation, and so you're like, oh no, it doesn't capture that emotion. I'm like, but don't you mean like motion? Because we just talked about like that one artist that's like...
If I was talking about motion, I would have mentioned motion.
Okay, but like...
I didn't mention motion. I said emotion, a completely different word with a different meaning altogether. Okay?
He gets so upset for me asking one question.
Because you make no sense. Why would you bring up...
What do you mean? We were just talking about animation.
Okay, but if I said emotion, I'm talking about emotion. I'm not talking about motion.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. We were just talking about animation, about how AI makes this character move, right? That's motion.
But I was not talking about motion anymore.
Okay, but I thought you were. That's why I asked the question.
And I'm not dumb. I know the difference between emotion and emotion.
I'm not saying you didn't.
Yeah. That's why I be getting mad at her. That's why she hasn't been on for a couple
haven't done anything.
No, you do it all.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, you do.
Nuh-uh.
You do it all. You do everything.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
Nuh-uh.
What are you looking for?
That one meme that I said. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, she's been quiet for like a minute.
Nuh-uh. Oh. There's also this one, like, Arby's audio.
Continue.
I got spooked by that sound. But where it's like chicken, and then there's an explosion, and then it's the Arby's voice saying, all our food keeps blowing up.
I never heard that.
You
before.
never heard it.
No, I don't want to hear it either.
It's the best thing ever. I'm still trying to find that one thing. Dang. I saved too many memes. Maybe this is my wake-up call.
Yeah, to stop sending them.
I'm going to send them anyway. You don't appreciate my memeage.
No, I don't.
You suck. Wait, is this it? What? Wait. Okay, I did find it. Okay, wait.
I'm going to hate it. I'm going to really hate this.
I don't know how loud I can put this without, like, I don't know, feedback or something. That's too loud, probably.
Oh, I've heard that one before. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of translation, right?
Basically saying, like, you know how, like, rappers and stuff will be like, oh, you know who it is?
Yeah.
Basically, in Spanish, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So then he's saying, basically, like, oh, I'm scared that,
That
a reggaeton artist is gonna say, "Oh, you know who it is," and I'm not gonna know.
No, because that's the thing. Like, it translates for us. It's like you already know, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you know who it is. It's like you already know, and they're just like, I live with the panic every day that if a reggaetonero, like a reggaeton artist, approaches me and they tell me you already know, and I don't know. It's so stupid, but it's so great.
I've seen that before in the past.
I have more, but
no one
can't
wants
do
to hear
those.
them. No one wants to hear them anyways. No.
Disrespectful.
Anyways, but yeah, how did we get into that topic? I want to know. We were talking about something else completely different. We were going into the weather, and then from the weather, we went into that. Where was the segue?
Wait, hold on, hold.
Where
Wait,
was
I
this?
can piece this together. Hold on. Because first we were talking about rainy conversation. Then you talked about your dad. Then we talked about
that
like
TikTok meme. Yeah.
Yes. And then we talked about how our parents show us these corny memes.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, oh no, I finally found my archive.
That's not what you said you were gonna find, or was it?
No, I said like, yeah, it was.
Really?
I said like there's this like low quality like WhatsApp audio kind of meme thing that I love. That is my style of meme.
Oh, you did.
And
say
I was
that.
looking for it.
The whole time I forgot what you were looking for in total. I was like,
Bruh.
what? So when you pull that out, I was kind of like surprised. I was like,
I love it so much. I love stupid memes. Just don't give me mental puzzles. I'll blow a fuse.
she doesn't have the brain capacity for that.
Bro, and then he says he gets mad at me.
That's funny. But
He also called me schizophrenic. We're just going to ignore that.
yeah, we are. But yeah.
Lovely time we're having here.
I'm kind of hungry. I'm always hungry.
I mean, to give context, we usually like do this kind of thing around lunchtime, you know?
Yeah, we actually never eat before we do
We
this.
never think of doing that before. Like, we never think, oh, we're about to film another episode. Let's go get food first.
Right. And then like in the middle of this, we're just like start.
The most we've ever done.
It's because we start giving out at one point, and then we're just like, no.
No, because then that's the thing. Like, our stomachs start rumbling too.
Right.
And it's like you can feel yourself getting hungry, and it's like I feel like it's the hunger that makes us like have brain farts too, where it's like.
No,
what?
yeah, because all I hear is my stomach just growling for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
straight.
and you're also thinking about like what you're gonna eat. The most that we've ever done every single time we're about to film one of these is we get drinks, but we don't get food.
That's the thing. We always get, because I just had a coffee right now, but that's all I bought since I woke up. I just bought the coffee and that was it. And I hadn't eaten nothing yet, not breakfast, not lunch or nothing.
Nothing.
Because I woke up pretty late today too. On top of that, but yeah, so absolutely nothing to eat yet.
But it's like, oh my god.
And that is true. That does contribute a lot to my brain farts. Because then I just sit here and like I said, I'm hearing you talk sometimes, and then the only thing is like going on in my head is like, should I get McDonald's or Burger King?
Which is the chocolate bar that's like, oh, you're not you when you're hungry? Snickers?
Snickers.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Snickers is right.
I could use one right now, actually. Sounds good.
Can't relate. I don't really like chocolate. Oh my god. Okay.
What
Because
happened?
I just remembered.
That's so funny.
I just remembered. You know, I actually made. I don't even know what to call them. I would just say popsicles, right? No,
Okay.
just ice cream, I guess, right?
Okay.
Except it's yogurt, frozen yogurt, right?
Okay.
Right.
Makes sense.
But each one has 43 grams of protein.
What did you make them with? Protein powder, I guess?
The thing is, like, I learned it, like, on a video, right? Where it was, you could get protein yogurt or just Greek yogurt, right? Either
Okay.
one. I had protein yogurt, which already had 15 grams of protein in each,
Oh,
right?
okay. So it's already protein.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I put that. I put fresh strawberries in it. Luckily, the yogurt itself was strawberry. So
Okay.
then I put whey protein. I put a little bit of maple syrup. And then I melted dark chocolate,
Okay, that does sound good.
right? And so this is like the yogurt. That's basically the quote unquote ice cream, right?
Yeah.
And so I was struggling because I didn't know. Originally, they were supposed to be like little cubes, right? Like they were supposed to be like snackish more, right? But then I found these popsicle things and I was like, oh my God, better idea. Yo, they turned out so good.
Really?
Yes.
I used to do that when I was younger. I used to be a big fan of like these I think you've probably seen them before. They're like bananas covered in chocolate, just on a stick.
Yes.
And you would freeze them. You just eat them like that.
Yeah.
I used to love those. I used to eat those all the time.
Because it's a classic too. Like cold bananas, it's so nice.
With covered in chocolate.
Yes, but I would also have like just a regular cold banana. I don't know. That's
That's so funny. Just a cold banana.
Just put a banana in the fridge, bro. I'll be happy.
What does that even mean?
It means put a banana in the fridge.
It's just so funny to hear somebody say that. A cold banana.
Because they're good.
I just want a cold banana.
High key, that kind of sounds lovely right now. I would like a cold banana.
I mean, yeah, I've had that, but like without the chocolate, it just seems blasphemous to me.
What's wrong with having just a regular cold banana?
Stop saying that. I don't know what that means, but the way it just
means taking
a
bunch of bananas, putting it in the fridge,
I know
then
it's just the way
it.
It's just the way it comes off to the ear, like
a cold banana. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but it's just something about that sounds awful.
I don't even know.
Like whatever it's trying to imply does not sound.
I'm talking about literal bananas.
I know
what implication.
I know what you're trying to say, but I'm saying the way it sounds to my ear does not sound great.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, my head.
Can't have no cold bananas, man. You won't let me.
No cold bananas.
Oh, this has banana.
Of course it does.
I have a juice.
Of course it does.
I have juice with me and strawberry banana.
You love bananas.
Because they're great.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Potassium. They say that if you take the peel, right? After you eat it, if you rub the inside against your skin, it's good skincare.
I'm not doing that, but okay. If for anybody that cares, there's that. Cares about your skincare enough, there's that.
That's good banana.
I guess.
Strawberry banana.
Put it down.
I already did.
But yeah, that actually, what you said actually reminded me of this.
I might burp.
Going back to social media real quick.
Yeah.
There's this TikToker that he kind of does like candy, but he makes like protein candy, I guess. I don't know. But I actually I find the process really cool because they make like fruit roll-ups from scratch. They make gummies from scratch. His mother and his father do the same thing too.
Well, like they're candy makers, or they do like that?
I don't know if they're candy makers. I assume they do because it's a lot of things that go into when they make these candies and stuff. But it's pretty cool. Like I like watching it. Like he makes like fruit roll-ups of protein. The mother makes like strawberry gelatin and stuff with her, because they're Mexican. So they're doing like, why is that funny? Why is that funny? I'm trying to get into what they make. They make like
but the thing is, it's like she makes strawberry gelatin because they're Mexican. Like
no. Wait, no. Wait. She doesn't make strawberry gelatin because she's Mexican. I was going to go into they're Mexican, that's why they make it with these certain things, and I was about to go in with ingredients.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It sounds funny with just that, where it's like, she makes strawberry gelatin, and they're Mexican. So it's like, so only Mexicans make strawberry gelatin.
Yeah, Erica hates Mexicans apparently.
I never said that. You see how he's twisting my words?
Yeah, but they make and they make like a lot of like spicy chili candies too, which I love. I'm a big fan of chili candies.
That's expected.
But love those things. And I'll be wanting to make the recipe sometimes, so I'm trying to go back into their channel and their page. And
you want to know what I've always wanted to, well, not always wanted to do. I mean, I guess.
Yep. Continue.
I don't know what that was for, but.
Continue.
Just shaking the mic. But have you ever seen those videos of like actual candy shops with like the open window where like you actually get to see into it as they like make the candy? I want to go to those where like you actually get fresh candy.
I've seen them on TikTok. I've never seen them in person.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I want to see them in person. Like I want to find one and I want to like be able to actually like watch them do it and then taste like fresh candy. Like
it's
made
probably
from
just
scratch. No, but that's the thing. Like you never know. Like when it's made fresh, it could actually probably taste better because everything else is just packaged.
Probably taste sweeter. Like the essence of the candy is probably gonna go away, but it's still just sugar at the end of the day.
The essence of the candy.
She's acting like it's like chicken or something where it tastes so much better fresh.
I'm curious.
I mean, I would like to see the process. I wouldn't expect much out of the taste, but I would like to see the process too. See how they make the candy and stuff. Because I know they do a lot of like the stretching and the pulling.
I know, yeah.
And they pull it to the rollers.
I'm not gonna lie though. When they do that part, right?
Yeah.
Does it ever remind you of the way that people make vases with glass?
No.
No?
No, not really.
Because, like, in order to make, like, a vase, right, they actually have to, like, obviously heat up the glass so much to the point where they're able to mold it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, when they heat it up and it goes...
Yeah, they stretch it and everything, too. Like,
yeah.
that's why, like, the first thought that comes up to my mind when I think of, like, the candy people doing that is, like, glass. I'm just like... sometimes, too, I'd be looking at them. I'm like, can I eat that? And then I remember it's not glass.
When I see those candy videos, I just get a toothache automatically.
That's what's funny, too, because, like, I really want to do this, but I also don't really like sweet things. I'd be there for...
No type of sense. Erica makes no type of sense.
I don't really like sweet things, but I want to see the sweet things being made.
But she wants fresh candy.
I'm not saying I'm going to take, like, a bucket and I'm going to eat all of it. I just want like, a little piece.
I wouldn't doubt if you did.
Bruh, I don't even eat it like that. I love sour candy, though. That's probably the only, like, candy I genuinely love.
I like, my favorite sour candies are always the sour Skittles. I always just eat those. Those or the Warheads used to be my favorite. But I don't like Warheads that much anymore because I realize how fast the flavor gets. Really fast.
It goes away.
It goes away really fast.
It's not just that, but don't they also taste, like, unbelievably artificial? Like, more artificial than usual?
I mean, I don't really care for that.
I do.
I don't care about artificial flavorings and all that. It's all candy. It's all sugar.
Yeah.
It's going to kill you anyway. So not like it matters if it's fresh or not. But,
I think my favorite sour candy...
No, my favorite ones used to be Crybabies. Those.
Oh.
Because those were really like. Well, they turn your face inside out.
I don't make those faces, but.
There used to be a little game, candy, like sour candy game. And it was basically like each sour candy. I have to bring it in one day. I want us to play it.
Each sour
candy, yeah. And each one.
Wait, so like it's like different levels, that kind of package?
Hours, yeah. And then there's a blue one, right? Which is like a cooler one. So it's like, how long can you last without reaching for the blue one? And you have to keep going to the next level. It's yellow, red, and orange, I think. And each one is progressively more sour. And then you have to like, hold on as much as possible until like you can't anymore. But if you take the blue one, you opt out of the game. You lose. So I think it'd be kind of cool to play that.
I can't.
It'd be great.
I'd automatically win.
I'd
automatically win. I could, because I don't feel sourness. I don't do the pucker. I've said that. But so.
It makes no sense.
What do you mean? I don't make any sense.
I love sour candy.
Yes. I love sour candy because I don't know. It's like.
Because you feel it's sour.
No.
Then it would just be candy to you. It would be just any other candy.
No, because it's specifically the sour candy that has that particular like taste to it that sets it aside from every other one. It's not the fact that it's sour; it's some other thing for me. Cause like when it comes to, you see how he doesn't even let me.
The audience is listening. I tapped out a long time ago.
Bro. So like, you remember back in like let's say elementary school when people did like the Warhead challenge?
Yeah.
To see how many you could stuff in your mouth, right? Before you, like, inevitably spat them out.
Yeah.
Right? I won every single one because I didn't feel anything.
That's funny. They're
all just sweet to me. Very sweet to me.
The Crybabies were my favorite ones because they...
What's is it called Toxic Waste?
I never had that.
But that's the one in, like, the barrel thing, right?
Yeah. I never had that, though. But people tell me it's sour.
Yeah, I've had it only once. I'm not going to lie to you. Personally, I believe Warheads packs a bigger punch than that.
No. You guys want something really sour? Try to get... I forgot what it's a Mexican candy again. But it's a sour one, but it has chili on it. So imagine chili and sour at the same time. Trying to hold that in for a couple seconds. It's over. It's over. Your tongue is losing all its taste buds that day.
That's the worst part about it too, though, because like you know, after having so much of it, your tongue can start bleeding.
Oh, yeah, because it's acid still.
Yeah. I still suffer from that effect, unfortunately. I thought I could be Superman. I'm not.
I love sour candy, though. I do love sour candy.
I don't know. Regular candy is...
I used to love the gummy worms and then the sour gummies. And I used to just eat up the straight-up sour sugar that would be at the bottom of the bag. I used to love doing that as a kid.
I remember there'd be, like... You would try to get the one... Because, like, you're talking about the yellow bag with, like, the orange... like stripes on it, right? Like the old timey ones that they always had in like a bodega, right?
Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? But yeah.
No, like but you know what I'm talking. Like there would be at the corner store or something.
Yeah, they still sell those.
Yeah, but like to this day, I still look for the one like that looks like the most white. I guess I don't know. Like it's covered, like the most covered in that like little dust thing.
Okay.
Right. I'll eat everything as fast as I can. I'll see how much is left, and then.
Yeah, I love doing that. I used to love doing that a lot as a kid. I just used to drink it straight up. Not drink it, but like take it straight up from the bag.
Another thing that I do though is I would get those, right? And then I would get a different candy, like mainly gummies, right? That isn't sour, and I would dip it in the thing to make it
Makes
sour.
sense, yeah.
Right?
If I had more candy, I would do. You know what I used to love? I used to love the sour squeeze tube.
Oh my God. I know what you're talking
it's called
about.
a squeeze pop.
That's what it is, yeah.
And me being the 12-year-old at the time,
They're the ones with the taffy, right? They also have taffy.
I'm not sure. I don't remember the taffy.
But like you also like squeeze the thing into taffy and then eat it.
I think that was a different brand, but it's similar. Yeah, very similar to that. But it was just like a straight up tube of like, I don't know, liquid sugar. I guess me being the 12-year-old that I was, I used to take like I used to buy a chocolate bar, a Kit Kat specifically, and I used to get that. I used to take up a piece of the Kit Kat.
Oh boy.
And put the squeeze pop on top of it.
God.
And then have like this weird like sweet. I always get the strawberry one too.
The strawberry Kit Kat or the strawberry?
No, the strawberry squeeze pop thing. I think it was cherry actually. But I would get that, put that on top of the chocolate, the Kit Kat, and then eat it that way. And it would actually taste good. But then again, I'm 12 years old and not caring about my health whatsoever.
We did a lot of stupid things. That's why the Warhead Challenge existed.
And I remember my freshman year of high school, I used to have a friend that we were like big on energy drinks, right?
Oh, God.
It was always the Monsters. And back when I was in high school, they used to have like, they still do, but before it used to be like one solid color of Monster. So it used to be like red, green, blue, orange, and basically the whole damn rainbow, right?
I'm so sorry. The thing is, you guys can't see this, but I actually went into the position of an old man at the game.
Yeah. Anyway.
Back when I was in high school.
Stop laughing. Let me tell my story.
He held his hand, bro.
Let me tell my damn story. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
So we used to go to the bodega every morning.
Stop playing with the tank.
Right before class. And we would get one Monster energy drink, and we would get like a pack of marshmallows.
Oh, I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going.
This contributes to why I act the way I do now. But we used to just straight up eat, and we had, mind you, on an empty stomach.
This is the damage to the brain cells early on.
So no breakfast, no suitable actual meal, just marshmallow and follow it up with a chug of a Monster. Or there used to be this other one called, the energy drink called Venom back in the day. It's probably still around, but it used to be called Venom. So it was whether between that or the Monster, and then we're just eating straight up marshmallows. And then we used to have the teacher that used to come across us when we would do that, and she'd be like, guys, again, this is the third time this week. And they're like, listen, miss, when you go through as much as we did.
Listen, your thing is perhaps a bit of wine. My thing is Monster with marshmallows.
Yeah, you stick to your wine. I'll have my Monster and marshmallows, and lose my. I would crash before like lunch period. I think like by the time lunch came around.
Because it was like a massive like.
Me and my friend would just be like over it at that day. We were so tired we couldn't push on the rest of the day. Luckily, it was lunch that we would crash, so we would actually eat something and maybe we'd feel better after. But up until then, we'd just be like so zombies for the rest of the day.
I remember, I think the only energy drink I've ever tried was Red Bull.
Really?
And it was disgusting. I don't understand how anybody drinks that. It's disgusting.
Red Bull's not disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It's great. I like. I don't
It's
drink. I can't drink a whole can of it, but I'll drink like a smaller can. Because I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna say it tastes bad, but I've had other energy drinks that do taste better.
No, I've also tried zero sugar Monster.
Well, zero sugar.
Yeah, but like that's the what? So it's still supposed to taste good somewhat. It still tasted nasty.
Well, zero sugar, girl. It's not. It's an energy drink. It's not really for taste either. Like they could taste good, but they're not for taste. I wouldn't.
I mean, why make so many flavors then?
Well, when you want the flavor, you get the flavored ones. But if you're getting the normal one, you don't expect taste out of that.
No, because even then, like the Red Bull that I had, it wasn't regular Red Bull. It was like a flavored one. Still disgusting.
That's funny. I usually go for the.
That's what you used to power a Jeep in 2050.
They had this like a mango flavored Monster that I used to love all the time. I used to get that one all the time. That used to be my favorite. The mango one, and then they had an iced tea version of it. Mm-hmm. They have coffee Monster. They call it Java, Monster Java.
Okay.
That was gross. That I could confidently say is gross.
Okay, at least you're not saying it's good. Okay.
It was not good. But to me, any canned coffee or bottled coffee, packaged coffee, like that tastes horrible to me. Like sometimes I'll tolerate the Starbucks one in the.
That's what I was about to say.
In the vending machine, I'll drink that sometimes.
You like the glass bottle thing?
Yeah, but I'd much rather prefer to get fresh made coffee rather than the packaged stuff.
I just like fruit juice.
Dunkin' actually came out with a line of spiked iced coffee.
You've said this.
I told you before.
Yeah.
I'm planning on getting it because it does sound interesting to me.
Gross.
But yeah.
Wait, spiked as in like energy drink or spiked as in?
No, spike as in alcohol.
Oh.
Yeah. Erica's still a baby, so she doesn't know what alcohol is.
It's gross. I hate everything.
Yeah, you do for some reason. I don't know why.
It's gross.
But yeah. Anyways, this episode has gone on far enough.
Get yourself some lunch.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get lunch.
Ah, we need it, yeah.
Like we always do.
Oh, yeah, huh?
But yeah, guys. So thank you so much for listening this time around. I know it's a bunch of nonsense this time, but.
And as usual, get lunch.
As usual, get lunch. And hope you have a great rest of your day. Erica, thanks for being here. I know you've been absent. I know I've refused to have you here sometimes, but.
Huh?
But thanks for being here today. And I wish you guys the best rest of your day and peace out.
Lunch.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.